What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. In the last episode guys, I'm taking a 4-2-3-1. We lost in the second round, but we got some really good luck in those second round packs and managed to get an inform, which was very, very nice. And in today's episode, hopefully we can go on and win the draft. It's currently 4:30 and the FUT birthday cards are in packs until 6 PM. So I'm hoping I can rush through these games, win the draft before 6 PM and open the last pack before 6 PM. Obviously, if we lose in an early round, that's also fine too. So for my captain, guys, I'm probably going to take Luis Suarez. I really like him and his card. And then hopefully just get some good cams. And that is a great start. Socrates can go straight into that cam role and play one of my wide cams with his big, big height. My second cam is going to be... it's going to be Banega for two reasons. Number one, he does soft link to Suarez, but I'd be devastated if he was my my cam. But secondly, he does have the Hunter Chem style, which obviously is a nice big boost. And then my third and final, is this just the same set of players except with Royce instead? Man, I'm actually tempted to take Rafinha here. Like, Royce is good, but he has so many headliner cards, and I know we'll get wingers on the bench that we'll be able to bring into the cam role. So I'm going to take Rafinha for the La Liga theme and for the fact that he has a good chem style and he links to everyone. Oh, God. Imagine that, getting a perfect link in draft with two awful Getafe Uruguayan CDMs. My word, man. I'm not winning this draft, man. I could just feel it already. These are not the picks that you need if you want to win the draft. We're going to take that Fellaini, even though he links to no one but Socrates there. Unless we get super lucky with the back line and then super lucky on the bench. Look at the options here, guys. This is genuinely going to be tough. This is going to be tough. What do we get at left back? I'm going to take Alexandro. Good card, good chem style, soft links. Not too bad at all. And then I'm also going to take Fabinho. Obviously, strong links to David Luiz. And gets a link in there to Fellaini. I've not seen a draft this bad in a super long time. We'll take Hector Bellerin in there as well. I wonder now if... No, that doesn't help. Our chemistry's all right. We're going to get close to 100 chem. What chance have I got? Now, other than potentially, and I mean genuinely potentially, taking Royce instead of Rafinha, we have taken the best option every time. Even Banega, there wasn't good options. This was the best option with every draft pick that we've had so far, and it's woeful. It is a terrible, terrible draft. I absolutely need a mammoth bench. This is not okay. Oh my God. This is just not okay. We're finally going to get a good pick. Oh, it's Team of the Kante. It is a really good pick for us. Oh, this is a tough, tough draft, dudes. Sometimes there's no saving yourself. Sometimes you just got to sit back and accept that you've been screwed. Right? Because, I mean, this is brutal. Do you know what? For the last draft on FUT birthday, I knew I'd get the good wingers. For the last draft on FUT birthday, I'm going to redraft because this team is just not... Oh my God, now it's giving me the quality cards. We're actually... Our goalkeeper's tragic, and I can't fit anyone else in. Del Piero and Figo can come on for Banega and Rafinha. Kante and Fellaini are okay. The back line is decent. That goalkeeper's terrible. What do we get here? Gerard Moreno will take as well. This is going to be one of... Oh, I didn't even do chem styles. That's an L for me. Let me take that João Cancelo card. For what reason? If I put in Bernardo Silva and Christian Eriksen, we can go full Premier League other than Sandro and Suarez. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this draft. I like with the last draft of the day or fuck birthday. I kind of want a better draft. Like this, like let's be realistic here. This has been we couldn't really ask for worse cards. This has been a super low end draft. Now we have Figo and Del Piero on the bench. It's not a bad team. I didn't do the Chem Stars, which might hurt me. Let's just. I don't know what I want to do. Like, I don't have enough time really to redraft, so we're just going to have to play through with this one. We're going to give it our absolute best shot. I genuinely don't expect to do wonders with this draft, but we're going to give it our best, guys. So I will get into the gameplay. Let's go. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 3-5-2 team. 5 icons, including 4 very good primers. John O'Shea in at right back with Raheem Sterling, Guendouzi, Anderson, and Alderweireld, with Hazard making up the numbers. And this was definitely a game that wasn't fun. Not for the wrong reasons either, but not for the right reasons. Like my opponent, he just wasn't the best. We got a really early goal there with Del Piero on as a sub straight away, 5 minutes in. We very quickly made it 2-0 just after 12 minutes. And I could tell straight away this was just going to be a relatively comfortable victory for me. Socrates there making it 2-0. We then joined the game 20 or so minutes in, and we make it 3-0. Del Piero into Kante. Keeper gets the save. Kante taps that one home. And we're just going to fast forward a little bit here because after the 4th goal came in, good block there from my opponent, but the ball back to Socrates into Del Piero. Del Piero with the running fake shot, the shot. Suarez gets the ball, and it eventually falls to Suarez for 4-0. And we're just 27 minutes in, and it was just constant attack after constant attack. So I slowed it down, and I started playing just a bit just toxic ultimately. It just kept like punting the ball up to his goalkeeper and standing still with the ball and stuff. But when he pulled a couple back, I thought, okay, let me just put a third one into the back of the net to make sure. You can see from the match stats there, 64% possession, 20 shots, 15 on target. It was really, really easy. So I didn't show all the goals because it just wasn't good gameplay. And in another game here that wasn't good gameplay, we come up against this guy, really nice team other than his back line. Bartra, Koulibaly and Vogt there are not great. The rest of his team is brilliant. And I thought this is either going to be one of those games that goes way too easy or is extremely difficult against a very good player. And fortunately for me, it was one of those games that went just too easy. It was a very comfortable victory. Del Piero there with a sensational first strike 9 minutes into the game. That was 1-0. We soon made it 2-0 after 27 minutes here. Del Piero again with the La Croqueta. Feeds it through to Figo. Figo with the shot. Figo with the shot and the goal. And then we join it here 6-0 up in the 83rd minute. And again, it was just one of those games where it's like, it was just so easy. The goals weren't fun. You know, he was trying to foul me. There was a couple of penalties in there. It was just a game of... It was just boring to play in, and so I assume the goals would have been boring to watch. And we get ourselves a huge 7-0 victory there, sending us through to the semi-final, where we get our first good game of the event. And we come up against a 4-3-2-1 team. Now, this, on first glance, doesn't look like a great team because of the 3 commons. But because you get 3 subs, you can just sub those guys straight out and make those into super overpowered players. And that's what my opponent did. I think he subbed 2 players out. I don't think he subbed all 3 at the start. We get the first goal, though. Penalty there. Del Piero doing a lovely little bit of work in the box. Del Piero getting very much involved in every game so far. Lovely little bit of work in the box, as I say. We end up getting a penalty for it. And Fabinho was on the penalties. So I stepped up with Fabinho down the middle. My opponent moves last second out the way of the ball, which was nice. And then his goal came, and this is one of those typical FIFA goals that just makes you feel unjust. I steal the ball here, 47 minutes. We play the ball up to the halfway line. It should be half time here. He shouldn't have time to pursue this attack. Like, once the ball got played up towards the halfway line. That's where the ref should have blown for half-time. It was the 49th minute that my opponent scored in to make it 1-1. Fortunately enough, I had just enough about me to be able to get a win here in what was a relatively tough game. You know, definitely the most difficult game of the whole thing. Figo again getting involved, a lovely little ball through between him and Kante, and 2-1 was the score, and that was how the game ended as well. 2-1 there with the 4-2-3-1 for me. Excuse me. And that was just a tough game. That was a really tough game. And that sends us through to the final in a draft that I was going to throw away. So how about that? And into the final we go, guys. And this opponent has got a 4-3-3 team. This is a super strange team. Like Grimaldo, wildly off chemistry. Chris Smalling and Herrera, terrible cards. Cristiano Ronaldo, wildly off chemistry. And he made subs straight away as well. And I couldn't really figure out, A, how he got to the final with this kind of team, and B, what his game plan was. And I could tell straight away he wasn't the best player. You know, he was making a lot of defensive errors, and we end up getting a goal with the scoop volley shoot from Del Piero, again getting involved to make it 1-0. And it was literally about 5 in-game minutes later that it became 2-0. We'll go down the left-hand side, cut on the inside. Some good passing, you know, against drop-back people here. I have no intention to really force the chance to score, because I don't want to get countered, and we end up just playing a really nice passing move all the way through the midfield up to the attack, score to make it 2-0, and this guy ended up quitting. So we get ourselves a really nice, comfortable draft victory in the end. That, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so to think that we were going to throw this one away, I was honestly, I think you can tell at the start of the draft, I was contemplating throwing it away and starting again. I really was. If it wasn't for, I think, the Kante pick that kind of just really merged this team together, and then the 2 primers off the bench. Because once I put my full team in, and I'll show you how the team looked when it lined up, which is this. This isn't a terrible team. Suarez is good in draft, not amazing, not unreal, but good. The 3 primer icons in at cam are brilliant. Fellaini and Kante, brilliant. Fabinho, Bellerin and Alexandro, brilliant. David Luiz is definitely a liability. And then Ter Stegen coming in off the bench is good, not great, but better than Fabricio, I hoped. And I honestly was this close to throwing it away. And the thing that stopped me from throwing it away is that I didn't think I had enough time to restart everything and get the draft done, complete, and won before 6 p.m. Now, for today's draft games, the first game, I ended up only winning it 5-3. I went 4-0 up after 30 minutes, and I just started playing like an idiot because I was trying to encourage the guy to rage quit. So I started just punting the ball back up to his goalkeeper every time I got possession, and if he wasn't pressing, I'd just stand still. He ended up nicking the ball and getting a few goals out, and he just wouldn't rage quit. And I was like, oh God, like, time is of the essence here. Into the second round, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, and I'm thinking, this guy's got to go. He also didn't rage quit. Into the semi-final, contentious game there. I went 1-0 up. I was generally controlling the game. My man scored in like the 49th minute, man. 2 minutes of injury time only. I turned over possession at 47 and like 30 seconds. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is it. This is half time. But no, he stole the ball back and the ref allowed another play to happen and he equalised. I scored in the second half with Figo. Really good goal late on. We won the game. And then in the final, the one game where you don't really expect a rage quit, I went 2-0 up and he was gone. So with 20 minutes to go, we win the draft and we get an okay reward. A premium gold players pack and a mega pack. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the best. I've got some trade pile space, thankfully. Hopefully we can get, man, if we could end FUT Birthday with a bang, with, you know, picking up a FUT Birthday card, that would be absolutely fantastic. So I've also got a gold pack and a jumbo gold pack. So I went into the first round of the other draft that didn't make a video. Funnily enough, as fortune would have it, the reason why I didn't upload that draft is because, as per usual with me, sometimes, I suppose not as per usual and sometimes, but just typical NepentheZ, I recorded the draft intro and I didn't record the audio. I forgot to unmute my mic, and only in the second round when I was watching it back, because I listen back to the start of my drafts all the time to try and eradicate those mistakes where people are like, oh, you should have done this. So I'm like, oh yeah, I should have done that. There was no audio, and I'm sitting there like, wait, what's going on? No audio. So in the second round, I just quit out, and here we are. with these packs available, and that's it really. So we have our 2 packs coming, 1 mega pack, 1 premium gold players pack. Generally, that is not the greatest packs. It's okay. Like, we will make profit off of this draft, pretty much guaranteed. If we could get that FUT birthday card to end things off with, that would be amazing. We're not going to get it out of this one. A board would be nice. We do get a board. Hopefully it's an 85 or at the very least an 84. It's Swiss. It's a goalkeeper. It could be either. It's going to be Jan Sommer. So we get the cheapest 84 on the market. We also get 83 Strootman. We'll save all of these cards for the time being. Sommer not selling for much right now. I think literally like 2k. Yeah, he's 2.5k or so. But again, you know, it goes in keeping with helping us generate profit off of this draft, which I know we will, just because the reward set that we've got offers really good, just a whole bunch of items. And then a mega pack to end things off. No walkout, so no FUT birthday for us. No board either. That is rough. Hopefully some of the consumables are nice. Some centre forward to cam cards, some Hunter Chem styles, some stuff like that would be pretty good. Some contracts in there. Some squad fit. Oh wow, we do get a centre forward to cam card. That is brilliant. So with all those fitness cards and the CDM to CMs, which I think are like 1,000 coins too. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's honestly gonna mean that we make a nice amount of profit off of this draft. We're probably going to end up making about 8,000 to 10,000 coins, which is pretty decent. We also get a bonus gold pack. Let's pop Clichy up onto the trade pile. In before, the gold pack is the one that hits us with the walkout. Duramaz can go up too. We open the gold pack. Again, some good consumables, just some good items and stuff all in. Very happy with that. And then 1 gold pack is going to give us... No walkout, unlucky boys. Can we at least get, again, Hunter Chem style, centre forward to cam card, something along those lines? No, we can't. So that's tough, but... Lots of profit on this draft, you know. As I say, like we'll easily cover the 15k plus at least another 8 to 10k, depending on how and when I sell these items. But that, guys, is the final FUT birthday draft. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.